Welcome to Business Ninjas, brought to you by WriteForMe, where you'll hear from business leaders who are out there growing their business and slaying it every day. Learn from the masters. Let's get started.
Hey everybody, welcome back for another episode of Business Ninjas. I'm here with Christy Park. She's the Director of Marketing at Go Nimbly. How are you, Christy?
I'm good, Kelsey. Thanks for having me.
Absolutely. Welcome to the show. So, tell me a little bit about yourself. I know that you're the Director of Marketing at Go Nimbly. How did you get to where you are?
Yeah, I was in marketing pretty much my whole life. I'm a writer, so I kind of fell into the marketing thing after college, and ended up working with one of my close high school friends who had brought me into her company, which is Go Nimbly,
Oh, no
um,
way.
as a contractor. Yeah, to do some like blog posts and stuff, and it ended up working out, and I loved it. So I've been here for about 4 years.
Very nice, very nice.
So
So
yeah.
it's with your one of your high school friends. Tell me a little bit more. How did the company get started?
Yeah, so Go Nimbly got started way back like 2013. Just, before revenue operations, which is what we do, was even really a thing.
Mhm.
That business was started. My friend Jen is currently our CEO. At the time, she was chief strategy officer or services officer
Mhm.
when I started. Um, but yeah, I mean, we've been around a long time. We're a consultancy. We work with a lot of really awesome SaaS companies. Um, so that's why it's been so fun to work here.
Yeah, that's awesome. So tell me a little bit about why would someone reach out to Go Nimbly?
So what we do is we really come in and help companies, you know, figure out how to operate best in order to improve the customer experience and maximize revenue. And we believe that the way we do that is by, making a strategic alignment between your go-to-market functions.
Mhm.
And so a lot of businesses, as they scale, they feel a lot of these growing pains that just come along with fast growth in general. SaaS companies in particular are the ones that we've dealt a lot with, and they have a lot of the same problems, and we've just seen them a lot. So we have, new operators that are just starting to build out their team reach out, and we do coaching for them. And then we have like bigger teams that have already kind of gotten established, and we do like more subscription based. So we kind of run the gamut of whatever your people are kind of looking
Yeah.
for within their RevOps journey.
Okay, so it sounds like you serve a bunch of different verticals then.
Yeah, so we work with like our main ICP is like around, they're usually like Series B, like 100 or so employees. But we've worked with kind of a span of different, like we work with PagerDuty, we work with Intercom right now,
Mm-hmm.
and then we've worked with some small like super new startups. So it's
Hmm.
really cool to get to see all the different problems and help solve those, um, and just get to see all the cool stuff that these companies are doing.
Yeah, absolutely. So what makes your brand and Go Nimbly stand out?
So, I mean, we were kind of the first of our kind. I think now revenue operations is a very popular term.
Mhm.
It's kind of all over LinkedIn. We were really the ones doing it first. It was called Uniting the Business Stack when GoDaddy got started.
Okay.
But it was really the same stuff. And I think just like our approach to solving problems, we're not like a typical consultancy. Like we really are very customer focused.
Hmm.
And trying to be really innovative with like our products and the way we approach the market and education around RevOps.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah, so what would you say, you talked a little bit about the Series B. What other would it be companies or, what would your target audience be?
Yeah, I mean, a lot of the time when we are doing marketing stuff, we're targeting the Series B, but also like any ops professionals, people
Hmm.
that are in like that, even that management role,
Hmm.
doing ops work. So if they're marketing ops, sales ops, customer success ops, all the way up to like C-suite, we've
Hmm.
kind of worked like depending on what product they're working with.
Hmm.
We've worked with people that are just like I said before, just starting in with RevOps.
Hmm.
Um, so we have content that kind of covers all of those bases, and make sure to speak to everyone from someone who's new to it all the way up to the C-suite.
Very nice. So with those target audiences, how do you folks generate revenue for Go Nimbly?
So, I mean, luckily, like this is a nice thing that a lot of our business comes from client referrals, which is awesome. But we've started kind of coming up with ways to get ourselves out there more, working with strategic partners to do not only co-marketing, but like implementations of tools. So we've done a lot of that. I think a lot around education. We've done a few ebooks just about, how companies can start on this RevOps journey and what the best practices are for some of the problems
Yeah.
that companies like commonly face. So there's kind of a lot of parts of it, but I think there's education is for sure a big one for us, I think.
Yeah. Talk to me a little bit more about that. So, what would the marketing strategy be for educating prospective customers? I know you mentioned, that education. Talk to me a little bit more about that.
Yeah. So we started doing ebooks like, when before RevOps was a thing, and it was kind of breaking down what it was based on the person's role. So anyone within any of the go-to-market functions could kind of take that and get something useful out of it. So we've done a lot of that, like really top of funnel content, which has been great. We've also started doing like courses where we work with partners to create courses that are more one-offs on demand, or,
Yeah.
longer kind of engagements
Yeah.
where people can learn really tactical skills. And then we're working on a certification right now, which is like a big content thing for us. Kind of getting people hyped. We have a waiting list on our website, and really building out like different modules to help people get into that, like building out their RevOps team, like get into that mode.
Yeah. Wow. So, talk to me about the value that content marketing has added to your company.
I think being a small company and like being very word of mouth,
Mhm.
we don't have that huge presence that some other, SaaS companies have.
Mhm.
It's been really instrumental as a way to kind of offer value without really asking for anything in return, because asking
Mhm.
someone to step into a consulting engagement is a big ask.
Mhm.
So having little pieces of content that we can kind of say, hey, I think your company might be dealing with this issue. Here's something that I think might be helpful, has been really nice for us, whether it's a referral or not,
Mhm.
to have that, library.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. So, if someone wanted to kind of take a look at this library, about this repertoire of all the different, articles and ebooks that you folks have, what would be the best way for them to check out some of your social media channels?
Yeah. So LinkedIn is where we really do the most like social media. We try not to post from our company account too much. It's mostly the individuals within the company that we really like to focus on getting there, because they're the ones doing the work.
Mm-hmm,
So our CEO, Jenny Gartwa, she's awesome to follow. Very good posts
mm-hmm,
always.
mm-hmm.
Um, and Adam Enright, he's just started a podcast called How We Rev Ops. So that podcast is just getting off the ground. There's like 3 episodes. It's awesome.
Love
Highly
that.
recommend.
Love
Yeah.
that. Love that. That's awesome. So it sounds like LinkedIn, that's great. If someone wanted to check out your website, what website would they go to?
That would be gonimbly.com, HTTPS, gonimbly.com. For people that are looking for something specific, we have little hubs that we started building out. So there's like a RevOps 101 hub if you go into the resources menu, and then a road mapping one too. So you can really get a little bit more granular if people are looking for specific content.
That's awesome. That's awesome. Christy, I had a really great time talking about RevOps. I learned a lot about, RevOps for one, go-to-market strategies. I love that. I do have one more question before we head out. What would be one thing, both personally and professionally, that you would love to be celebrating in this next year?
Oh man. I think I would love to be celebrating releasing our RevOps certification professionally. I think that's going to be
Love
super
that.
exciting. So that's on deck. And personally, well, I'm getting married later this year, so I'm going to celebrate that.
Congratulations.
Thank
Congratulations.
you.
That's awesome. That's awesome. Well, Christy, this has been a great conversation. I loved learning more about Go Nimbly, like I said, and I look forward to, the release of your certification, and then, hearing more about your wedding.
Amazing. Thanks so much, Kelsey.